Hello and welcome to this episode of Halcyon Blink. This episode I'm going to be taking a look at the Red Dead Redemption game. Red Dead Redemption is a game that I came to way late in the day. As a matter of fact, I believe the game was released in May of 2010. I didn't actually pick it up in the earliest until 2015 when I was trying to beef up my my console backlog library. But my word, was it worth the wait. I mean, the game is just so thematic, nothing seems to break immersion in the game, with the only issues preventing it from being a seamless experience appeared to be the simple limitations of the system it was being played on at the time, with the controller, you know, the control of John Marston being quite stickish and sluggish, and the gun mechanic not being as slick as I would like it to be. Nevertheless, the music, the sense of wide open expanse of land, the behaviours of the wild animals and your horses, the diverse and damaged characters in the story, and the attention to detail serve to give you what I consider to be the best and so far most all-encompassing experience of the American West before the widespread civilization on land that there is in any game before or since. And that's not even mentioning the story and the lead of the protagonist, John Marston, an ex-gang member and gunslinger who's retired to start a family and enjoy the new frontier, only to be blackmailed back into action to hunt down and dispatch his old gang members.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family.
Initially though, I wasn't a fan of the story or his character, to be frank. I thought the story was unremarkable and that John Marston was somewhat of a typical reluctant anti-hero. But over time I've grown to appreciate the story for its subtlety and John's idiosyncrasies as a man simply trying to make his way in life, but is forced into dangerous and extraordinary situations by those seeking to use them for his own ends, or in this case, the federal government. This, coupled with the unique and expectation-subverting final act, where the game teases you with a happily ever after and allows you to see what happens when John Marston has done it. He's finally ridden off into the sunset and rested with his family and returned to them. He's living the life he promised himself he would. This stuns you at first. It confuses you, makes you question its point as you return to herding cattle and teaching your son how to shoot and ride. Then the true villain of the piece returns and the game's tone comes back into view with one final and truly epic heroic act. John goes out into one of the most genuinely moving and fitting ways his character could have by trying to take out the marauders in a final stand mechanic fitting of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid or any great spaghetti western film. Sacrificing himself to protect his wife and son, but not before one last dead-eye shootout, taking down as many federal agents as he could possibly can before succumbing to his injuries in an epic way, gasping and gurgling for air as his bullet-ridden body crashes to the ground. It's absolutely epic, and even then the game isn't done with you, because like all great westerns, the baddie has to get his comeuppance somehow, and this game is no exception, with John Marston's son growing a very bad goatee, and man, does the baddie get his comeuppance.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed it. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
I ain't going nowhere, old man.
And just touching on the game as a whole again, the game is beautifully constructed. It has excellent mechanics for shooting, traversing the world, tons to do, great side quests that pop up randomly out of nowhere and keep you busy for hours and hours. The Texas Hold'em in this game is absolutely magnificent. It's worth playing just for that alone. It's graphically astounding, and it's a world that stands up even to this day when comparing something that I'm reviewing at the moment, Metal Gear Solid 5. Just the world and the horseplay, it's staggeringly similar, considering that there's 7 years separating these games potentially in development time. And the fact that it can only improve with Red Dead Redemption 2 is something that is truly astounding when that's eventually was, assuming that they focus their attention on the single player aspect rather than the common trend of trying to make it online friendly. But considering it's Rockstar that are doing this, I have every faith that this can be done. So, what does it get for a rating? It's easily a 9 out of 10 experience. I'm doling these out thick and fast at the moment, I know, but trust me, this game is one of the best games ever created, period. Rockstar know how to make an open world game that's complex, deep, that the gaming experience itself, maybe the story isn't as great as other games that, you know, can craft a narrative better, but in terms of just the hour to hour, minute to minute, heartbeat for heartbeat gameplay, no one does it better than Rockstar, and this game is right up there with GTA 5 as one of the greatest games that they have ever produced. But it's not quite a 10 out of 10. For me, there's a few minor glitches, and the controls that I sometimes struggle with hold it back. But these don't undermine what a truly magnificent game is, and if you've never played it, or if you've still got 360 and you need something to play, this is definitely worth a purchase, so definitely go and check that out to get hyped up for Red Dead Redemption 2. So thank you very much for watching this episode. Please like, share and subscribe. Be sure to check out some of the other channels that are in the description below. I've been plugging them like a the last couple of weeks, so I apologise for droning on and on and on about that. Please like, share and subscribe. Please like, share and subscribe. Are you getting the point yet? Like, share, subscribe. That's the only way the channel's going to grow, people, although I'm up to 110 subscribers as of the recording of this show, so thank you very much if you've lent your support in recent weeks. Thanks very much again for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.